welcome back to my channel. Oh, welcome to a video that I have not done for quite some time, and that's a B&M haul. I kind of fell out of love with B&M. I still go to Home Bargains quite regularly, but that's a little bit, you're wonky, hang on. What are you doing being wonky for? I can't unwonk you, you might have to stay wonky. You'll have to not care, okay? I'll try and not care if you will. Lost my train of thought. Still go to Home Bargains quite often, but I have managed to curb my overspends in Home Bargains. And I kind of fell out of love with B&M. And I don't really know why. I don't think it's anything B&M did. I think we just came to a point in our relationship where I was bored and needed more. And so I've done quite a lot of shopping on Temu and Shein recently, as you know. But there's still some things I want to pop to B&M for. And today, the thing I want to pop to B&M for was a bag of compost. 50 odd pound later, here we are. And the bag of compost was £5. It should have been £5.99, but it had a hole in it. And I didn't ask for a reduction at the till, but when I said to the lady, have you got, straight hair, have you got a stretchy scanner because I don't want to lift it out of the trolley because it's got a hole in it? She said, oh, I'll reduce it for you. I said, thank you very much, that's very kind. My receipt's here somewhere, and I'm not sure where. So we might have to do some guesswork. Oh no, there it is, there it is, there it is. Is that it, or is that, no, that's my after receipt. We'll have to do some guesswork until I get to my receipt. But I bought a bucket, not to put the shop in, although it did come in handy because I didn't want to buy a bag because I knew I had a bag in the car and I knew I'd forgotten it as usual. But I bought a bucket because a while ago I bought one of those spin mops, a Vileda spin mop. And at the time, I was quite pleased with it, but I'm awfully glad that I didn't make a big fuss about it on the channel and tell you guys you should all run out and buy one, because I've fallen out of love with that as well. It doesn't seem to spin as well as I want it to. It seems to leave the floors very wet, and I'm annoyed with it. So I've gone back to buying a traditional mop, but I didn't keep the bucket for the last one, because it was a bit minging anyway. So I thought, right, I will go and I will buy a new bucket. Now, still putting my trust in Vileda, I bought a Vileda bucket. Whether or not this will prove to be my downfall, who knows? But I bought a Vileda bucket with a squeeze a hole thing, and I didn't buy a Vileda mop because this one was £2 cheaper and I couldn't see that it was going to be any worse. It's a flash mop. So the Vileda one was felt strips and the flash mop is strings, so I thought I preferred a string mop, and it comes with a spare head, and it was £8 and the Vileda one was 10. So there we go. So I've got a new mop and a new bucket. And no excuse for not washing the floors now. Didn't think that through, did I? And I say we use the buckets, carry some of the shopping out in. But I did have a bag in the car. So let me see what can I show you? Oh, these are Tammy's. Tammy asked me to pick those up for her. They're Nescafe 2-in-1. I think I've said to you guys before now, she's got one of those 1-cup hot kettle things in her room. And in the morning she makes herself a coffee before she has to come down and be human with the rest of us. Not that any of us are very human until about lunchtime. So those are Tammy's. I got myself a massive mayonnaise. I'd love to find the prices. Hang on. I'm not happy unless I'm telling you prices. Got it. Did I tell you the price of the mop and bucket? The bucket was £7 and the mop was £8, surely. Where is it? Yeah, there it is, £8. I was right. For a moment though, I thought surely she charged me for the mop. I saw her scan it. Yeah, there it is. There it is, £8. Okay, so 15 quid for a new mop and bucket. It's a bit pricey, really, isn't it? But that's the way of the world. I got air fry chip and potato seasoning. I think I've got roast potato seasoning on the shelf. And I just saw this and I thought, I wonder if that's any different to what I've already got. And I thought I would try it. And it was at 69p, so I thought it was worth 69p. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this from B&M. It's the Spice Emporium air fry chip and potato seasoning. Let me know if you've tried it and what you think of it, because it might turn out to be really spicy and I might be scared of it. I was telling you about my massive mayo, wasn't I? I got a big light mayonnaise. This is in my opinion, this is the only nice light mayo. You can argue with me if you want, but you won't change my mind. This is the hill I've chosen to die on. I like Heinz, seriously good light mayonnaise. And that was £2.89 and it's monstrous. They had the next size down, which was only just over half the size. It was 500ml, I think, and this is 800ml. And that was £2.49. So for an extra 40p, I've got nearly twice as much. So I felt like I was winning at life with that. I got this syrup. This was £3.99. It is mint flavoured syrup. As you know, we bought a Ninja Creamy. We've been having great fun playing with that. Natalie's favourite ice cream is mint choc chip. So I thought if I got some mint syrup, we could make mint chocolate chip ice cream. She'll be pleased when she sees that when she comes home. Speaking of mint, I got a bag of spearmint chews. One of the side effects of being on Manjaro is I often have a metallic, unpleasant taste in my mouth. So I quite like a mint. So I got spearmint chews. They were £1 a bag. Yeah, prices have gone up. In my day, you'd have got that bag for 2 farthings. Halfpenny. I wonder what the calories are like on them. Per 100 grams is 406 calories and the entire bag is 170 grams. So probably about 50 calories per sweet. That's what these things usually average at. And I treated myself to a cherry ripe bar. These are, I think, they're Australian. I mean, the only place I see them is B&M. They're a bit like a raspberry ruffle, only obviously cherry flavour. How much was that? I think that was like nearly £1 on its own. Yeah, £1, and it says Aussie cherry ripe, so it is Australian. £1 for that. I got 2 mug shots because I don't seem to see any flavours apart from the chicken in the supermarket that I go in. And they had these tomato and herb one, which I know I like. They were 50p each. So I'm finding that on the days like today, I've done my, hang on, bear with, rub my eyes. Done my Manjaro injection this morning. On injection days, around about tea time, I start going, oh dear, not feeling too fruity, not feeling too great. Don't really want to put anything major in. And something like that is a nice compromise. It's 257 calories for the sachet, so it's not a huge, weighty, calorific thing. And it just kind of, I can sit there on the days when I don't really feel like doing anything. I also picked up this Slush Puppy bubble tea kit. I love a bubble tea. And this is peach iced tea with blue raspberry popping boba. It was £2.49, but I thought it would be novel. So I thought I'd get that just for the sheer... And it says just add water. DIY kit, just add water. Individual sachets of peach flavour black tea, drink powder and blue raspberry flavour filled balls. Popping boba kit with sweetener and sugar. So I might make that in a bit. Or I might leave it till tomorrow. See, if I feel a bit dodge, I might not have it today. I got a voile curtain for Anthony's because he said he wanted one of these long voile curtains. Now, I pronounce that voile. Do you pronounce it voile? It's voile, isn't it? Or is it voile? Maybe it's voile. I've always said voile. £6 for one of those in B&M. These aren't from B&M. We went in Asda as well, and these are Tammy's radishes. I don't know why I'm showing you those. Tammy said to me this morning, if you go to a supermarket, can you get me some radishes? And I said, yes, I can, although you shouldn't want them because they're horrible. And she said, well, all of my salads are looking very green. So I thought maybe radish would brighten them up a bit. And I was like, you can have grated carrots, you don't like grated carrots. I said, you can have sweet corn, you don't like sweet corn. I said, you can have beetroot, you don't like that. I said, I'll get you some radishes. I didn't need this, but look at him. And he's solar powered and he's got lights on him, so at night time he should look like that. His little flowers on the front should light up once he's solar charged. So I thought I'd put him in one of my... Look at him, it was £6. I realise that's a lot of money to waste. I got carrot batons in Asda there for me. I bought some dips the other day and I thought, I'd like some carrot batons to go with them. Sheer laziness, I'm aware. I could just chop up carrots, I know. And I got some new potatoes also in Asda to make potato salad with. I made potato salad last week, but I overcooked the potatoes and it was more like mayonnaise-y chivy mash by the time I'd finished. So I'm going to have another go and try and remember that they're boiling this time. I got one of these Vamoosh pet hair dissolvers for the washing machine because I washed all the blankets recently. And I'm sure it's a good idea to put one of these in to stop the machine getting all furred up, I feel like. Under most conditions, Vamoosh will dissolve the majority of pet hair, but results depend on factors such as quantity and type of hair and amount of fabric. There's quite a quantity. Anyway, there we go. I think that's like £3.99 or something. Yeah, £3.99. But there is three sachets in there, so it works out at £1.30 odd a go. This was a bar, 10p for Jamaican ginger cake. And they're nowhere near out of date. I don't know why they were reduced because they don't... Oh, this one is. This one goes out today. And yet some of them in there had a much longer date on. No, this one also today. Maybe I lost my mind in the shop. This one is the 15th of July. I thought they were all 15th. Even so, you can freeze these, but also the family like them. They were 10p. So I got some, and Tamsin got some. She's got a much bigger family than me. She got more than I did. Oh, I bought makeup wipes in Asda. I'm annoyed. These are the makeup wipes that I have loved for a very long time. And as you can see, it now says new formula. They work the same, but they smell different. They've now got watermelon in them, and I don't like the watermelon smell. But apparently the world will not change just for me. So I'll just have to put up with it. Also in Asda I got balsamic vinaigrette for salads because every now and again I get, oh, I like some balsamic. And also in Asda I got chocolate chips for Natalie's mint choc. Can you say mint choc chip ice cream without falling over it? Why can't I? For Natalie's mint choc chip ice cream. And then the last thing in this bag, and the last thing, is this the last thing from B&M? I think it is. Last thing. Is there anything else underneath? No, that's it. It's Bella's dog food. Anthony asked me to pick up Bella's dog food. She particularly likes these ones. She only likes the white meat. They do one with the tuna, which is a darker meat, and she won't eat that, fussy cow. These were 5 sachets for £2, so I picked them up a tenner's worth of that. That's it. I spent, it was £54.98, but Anthony has got to give me £10 for Bella's dog food and £6 for his curtain. So that's bearable, isn't it? I spent 40 quid by the time, and 15 of that was all. I'm just literally talking myself into believing that was okay. It is okay. It's my money. I'll do what the heck I want with it. Who am I trying to convince? Thank you for joining me for my B&M haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.